Hey, mathematicians. Oh, I'm losing my voice. All right, let's do your homework of solving and then graphing each inequality. I modeled number 4 in class, except for my first period. My bad, you guys. If you didn't get it in first period, you are solving this one. Hint, 2 minuses, 2 negatives make a plus, so do that before you solve. But we are not actually graphing this one because our solution ends up being a number that's not on the number line. But for everybody else, let's try number 2. So I have my inequality symbol. That's a greater than or equal to symbol. And I'm looking for my variable. Sometimes they're on the left, sometimes they're on the right. Here I see it, it's x. I am not going to do anything with that -2 because -2 is not on the same side as the x. I want to deal with this part right here. I want it to go away. I want x to be isolated all alone. So how do I get a -10 to go away? I have to make it 0. Well, the opposite of -10 is +10. What I do to one side of my inequality, I have to stay balanced. I got to do the same thing to the other side. Oh, there go all the lights. Hopefully that's bright enough. So, -10 plus 10 cancel out. They make 10 zero pairs, and you're left with x plus nothing, which we're just going to write as x. Do not write me an equal sign. This is not equals. This is greater than or equal to, and you're going to keep the exact same symbol. Don't change the order. Don't change anything about the symbol. Exactly the same as it's printed in the problem. -2 plus 10, well, they're more positives, and when they have opposite signs, we subtract. That is a +8. That's 1 point for your solution set. Point number 2 is we're going to put a circle on 8. The symbol determines if it's an open or a closed circle. And or equal to is a closed circle. So on 8, you want to make sure it's super shaded in like this. That's your second point. Each problem is worth 3 points. The third point comes from your arrow because this does not say that x equals 8. It says that x equals things that are greater than or equal to 8. We've only put one solution down, the equal 8 part. We need to represent that all numbers that are bigger than 8 could also be true if you replaced x with them. So to do that, we need an arrow, and you can choose any number on the number line. Let's say I choose 0. Is this a true statement? 0 is greater than or equal to 8. I know they're not equal, but is 0 greater, bigger than 8? No, it is not. So your arrow should not be going through 0. That means you're going to put an arrow going away from 0. That's the 3 steps that you need to show me on each of the problems, except number 4, you only need to show me your solution set. So each problem should have an isolated variable and a solution set. Each problem should have a circle, which you can probably figure out right from the get-go. Those would be open because there's no or equal to line, but you can't decide where they are until you have isolated your variable and found your solution set. That is the number that you will circle. 15 and 6, not numbers that are getting circled. You're going to have to actually solve and isolate x by subtracting 15 before you figure out what you're going to put an open circle on. Last but not least, choose any number on there. If it's true in your inequality, you're drawing your arrow that way. If it's false, you draw your arrow the other way.